Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We're gonna go apartment shopping. Is it apartment shopping?
Apartment hunting.
Apartment hunting. So we're gonna this is our first apartment that we're gonna see today. I'll show you how it looks. What do you want in an apartment? What are your demands?
It has to be cheap. It has to be very cheap, cost effective, while having all the new amenities. It has to look luxurious. Looking for a unicorn.
Yeah. Yeah. So I mean, we want an apartment that's cheap, as close to the city as you can get without paying the price.
Without paying anything.
Yeah. Okay. Let's ignore him. As close to the city as you can get without paying the price. It would be amazing if we could get a 2-bed, but we'll settle for a 1-bed if we can't. And yeah, I mean, washer, dryer, like modern amenities, I guess. I mean, we're not that picky, are we? I mean, you are.
They want to spend nothing.
And live for free
Yes.
next to the city with a lot of space and yeah.
That's it.
Anyway, we're going to our first apartment viewing and I'll show you how it goes. So this is the first apartment we saw. I really liked the island in the kitchen, but the living room was so tiny. Like I couldn't imagine where we would put a TV or a couch or anything. This was a 2-bedroom, so this is the first bedroom. The closet space is amazing. It was really big, and the bathroom was pretty big too for what it is. The second room had a smaller closet space and a smaller room. I think you can only fit a bed in here, nothing else. And this is the second bath, again a good decent size. Overall, the apartment was okay. This was another apartment she showed us in the same building. This came with a den and 1 bedroom and the living room, of course. The bathroom and the closet spaces are quite big in these apartments, but the room sizes and the living room is pretty small in comparison. This was the last apartment we saw in the same building. This was a 1 bedroom and a little bit older than the other two. This had a decent size, but it was missing a washer and dryer, and we really wanted a washer and dryer, so this wasn't really an option for us. Day 2, apartment 2. So yesterday's apartment, it was very small. I think that's our only thoughts on it. It's in a good location and everything, but it was extremely small and like an awkward size. I don't think you can really fit anything there. But the location was really nice. It was near a train station and everything, so that was good. So yeah, let's see what apartment 2 has in store for us. So this is apartment 1 in building 2. This was aesthetically much more nicer than the first building. However, this was also an awkward shape. It was a long living room. This is the utility room. They had a coat closet in the living room. The bedroom was also a decent size, but just longer rather than wider. So that has its own little complications. And this is the bathroom. This was a 1 bed, 1 bath. This is the second apartment we saw in the same building. This is a 2 bed, 2 bath. Aesthetically, the kitchen and everything looks just like the 1 bedroom, but this has a washer and dryer. The first bedroom looks similar to the 1 bed, where the room is long and it has a closet. And this is the first bathroom just outside the room. This is the master bedroom. It has a walk-in closet. This is a pretty decent size, some nice big windows. This one had an ensuite bathroom, but the rent was much higher. It's day 3 of apartment hunting, And today we're gonna see two different apartments, so we're excited for that. And it's extremely cold outside, and so I hate that. Oh, it's freezing. It's freezing. So don't be fooled by the sunlight. New Jersey, New York is very cold this time of year. Anyway, so two more apartments today, and let's go look at those. This was a really nice show apartment. That's why it's furnished, so you can really see the potential of the place. This is also a luxury apartment, so it's much nicer than the other ones that we saw. This is the bathroom. It was a decent size. I've noticed most of the apartments here have a decent sized bathrooms. It's the room and the living room. But this one had a really beautiful kitchen, a very nice island, and this was the living room. Really nice space, and with the furniture, you can really see the potential. They also had a washer and dryer. The bedroom is also a decent size. It fit a king size bed. So I really want a king size bed, so that was nice that it fit that. They had a nice long mirror and a walk-in closet space. The apartment was really nice and it came with a rooftop that the residents could use. Honestly, it was nice, but there were a lot of additional costs, so we passed. This is apartment one in the second building we saw of the day. This is a nice, decent sized apartment. This is an apartment complex, so it has multiple buildings. It comes with a small balcony. This was the first apartment we saw with a balcony. This was the bathroom, pretty modern. This is one of their newer buildings. Also came with a linen closet, and this was one of the bedrooms that came with a small closet. This was the closet in the master bedroom. It was a pretty good, decent size.
That's all for her.
This is the second apartment in the same building. It's a one bedroom with a balcony. This is a kitchen, and this is also part of the newer building, so it's a bit nicer and has a cute little island. It comes with a washer and dryer. This was the main bedroom. It was a decent size, but what's strange about it is the closet is actually outside the bedroom. So it's a walk-in style, but it was outside the bedroom, which I'm not sure was my favorite, but yeah, it's still a good size. So here we have the bathroom and the utility area. This is another two-bedroom we saw in the same building. It has a separate kitchen rather than the open kitchen concept. It comes with a washer and dryer. This is the first bathroom. It looks pretty good. This was the first bedroom. It's a pretty decent size. This is the master bedroom. It comes with the walk-in closet and an attached bathroom. This was a really nice apartment, but slightly expensive. This is the first look of the apartment that we kind of got. Now, this is not the exact apartment, but it's a model apartment, so it's fairly similar. It has a separate kitchen and it has a coat closet, a balcony. From all the one bedrooms we saw, this was the biggest, so that's nice. It comes with a linen closet, and this was the bedroom. It's a pretty decent size, fits a king bed, and has a walk-in closet. The bathroom in our apartment is slightly different. It's a little bigger and has a lot more counter space, so that's nice. So today we're officially getting the keys to the apartment, and yeah, so we're gonna go to the apartment now. We've loaded the car with some essentials, and now we're gonna go drive to the apartment, do all the move-in procedures, and drop as much stuff in the apartment as we can, and then come back and do the same thing again. The keys, and we're inside the apartment.